Chelsea return off the back of a victory against a side in the top 10 for the first time since match week 23 back in the 21-22 season against Tottenham 616 days ago as of the time of recording. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Punch O'Clock! Chelsea are back, and this time we face Fulham, a team amongst many that we failed to beat last season. Chelsea showed a slither of improvement in our victory over Brighton in the Carabao Cup and must now get past Blackburn Rovers. But before that, we face Fulham in our penultimate match before the torture that waits for us after the international break. And I've gone through those games multiple times now. You know what games are coming up after this game and our game against Burnley. Fulham are winless in 9 consecutive Premier League London derbies since beating us. Yes, us, back in January, drawing 5 and losing 5 since that win. So they'll be looking to rectify that, no doubt about that. That came in the Joao Felix game where he was sent off. Their last 7 league goals have been scored by 7 different players, including all 5 of the goals they've scored this season. Marco Silva is 1 win short of Premier League wins, 50 Premier League wins as a manager, drawing 28, losing 62 in that time. Another one where it's like, well, you know what's going to happen there. For Chelsea, though, on the other hand, you know me. I love my stats. So here we go. The Blues have taken 5 points from 6 games. Their worst start to a top flight season since 1978-79 when they went on to be relegated. So, happy days. Chelsea have failed to score in 13 Premier League matches in 2023, more than any other side, and their highest total in a calendar since 1995. Chelsea have won just 2 of the last 18 Premier League fixtures, taking 12 points in that period of games. Outrageous. Mauricio Pochettino's side ranked 6th for expected goals prior to the latest round of Premier League fixtures, but have the competition's second lowest shot conversion rate of 5.5%. Pochettino is winless in 14 consecutive Premier League away games as manager since guiding Tottenham to a 2-1 victory at Fulham, funnily enough, in January of 2019, drawing 4 and losing 10 in such games. Since then, Raheem Sterling could also make his 300th Premier League start. Fingers crossed it isn't as our striker, as we will dive into that in just a second. Now, head-to-head with these 2 teams, Fulham have won the most recent encounter, 2-1 at Craven Cottage on the 12th of January, as we mentioned, although that was only their second victory in 32 Premier League meetings. 32 Premier League meetings. Chelsea have had a player sent off in both of their Premier League defeats against the Cottagers. Joao Felix, as I said, last season, and William Gallas during a 1-0 loss in March of 2006. All 3 of the Premier League fixtures between the sides on a Monday have ended in a draw. So you know exactly what to expect coming into this game. Either a red card and a loss or a draw. It's bound to go either way. Feelings coming into this. My feelings, my real feelings coming into this game, and I know I always put up a bit of a jokey face for these, and truth be told, I'm devastated as to it goes without saying, really, that obviously I'm devastated with how Chelsea are these days, but for the purposes of these videos, I've got to keep it, chipper in some degrees, but you know what, it's hard, it really is, and I know you know that as well, but it was nice to feel. It was nice to feel for the first time in quite some time. I think anyone would be wary, however, whilst we did get a great win the other day against a strong Brighton side, or so we thought. In hindsight, having seen them get battered 6-1 on Saturday against Aston Villa, my confidence has levelled out at this point. That said, momentum is a wonderful thing. Is it something that we've, relished in? Is it something that we've capitalised on in the past, in recent history? No, it isn't. However, who knows? this could be the turning point. This could very well be the turning point. And maybe in the nick of time, considering our fixtures coming up in a few weeks' time against many of the top 10, of which we've struggled with so very badly, as I mentioned, with our win back in 2022. January of 2022 was the last time we beat a top 10 side at any given match week. Team news, hoping to add a little bit of positivity. No. There is none, if not worse, if anything. Jackson is obviously suspended following an accumulation of 5 yellow cards so far this season. Malagusto is also out as well after he gained a straight red against Aston Villa. Benjamin Chilwell is now added to the list of injuries as well, and could now also be added to the long list of long-term injuries after sustaining a hamstring. It could be a quick one. It could be a long one. Either way, he's out for a good few weeks or so. Good news, however, Carney Chukwuemeka out of the depths, as well as Noni Madueke, who was dropped, not for fitness, not for, injury or anything like that. He was dropped for lack of attitude or something along like that. Could both be back into contention. In terms of lineups, listen, it's a little bit all over the place at the moment. Obviously, we did drop Thiago Silva the other day. I think keep it the same. Why not? Defensively, we look sound. Cucurella, and this is coming from me. I think I was wearing this exact shirt when I called him all the name under the sun. I'm not a big fan of Cucurella, but I can show gratitude. I can show appreciation where appreciation is due. He was fantastic on the right. I don't want to see Cucurella. I don't want to see Colwill back in left-back position, as he showed just how much better he can be when he's in his natural and actual position of centre-back. Honestly, and I know this doesn't come across as hate or anything like that, because I love him. I love him just as much as any other Chelsea fan. I think Silva needs to be benched again, just to see how it works. See how it goes. If it doesn't work, then sure. But it hasn't been working prior. Something needs to give. Something needs to change. Disasi and Colwill played very well together. Is there a lack of pace? Is there a lack of forward momentum when Thiago Silva has been in control of the ball? The stats probably would tell you that is the case. If it doesn't work, bring him back in for sure as that leadership role. But I liked what I saw the other day. I really did. Middle, sure, keep it, as Caicedo and Gallagher's obviously going to score. He's obviously going to play, rather, given the fact that he is the next skipper after Reece James and Chilwell are now out. I know that's up for debate with what people actually think who deserves to be captain. And obviously play Enzo in front. That goes without saying. Mudryk should start again. I really am enjoying watching him. I'd say I'm enjoying him. I'm expecting more, especially in this game. 3 starts in a row now for him. If he is to start, hopefully he has a huge impact in this game. He has to. Well, he doesn't have to, but it would be nice to see him actually make a massive impact, i.e. scoring for a change. Cole Palmer, on the right for me, an absolute non-debate. You don't even question anything to do with that. If there is ever a player who is a guaranteed starter at the moment, I think he is definitely in contention for that title, shall we say. And up front, it's really sad to say, and I said it earlier, but I think we're going to go with Sterling up top. We haven't got Broja. He's still out. Not out, but he's not 100%. Jackson's out in with a fucking, what do you call it, a suspension. And it really leaves Pochettino with no other option. Honestly, though, just bung David Washington up front and see what he does. Why not? Why not? What have we got to lose? For the love of God, please do not put us through Sterling up front again. Please. Predictions-wise, lastly, I think it's time we create some momentum. We need to capitalise on something for a change. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of we must. Quite honestly, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. There is no when. It is a matter of we must create our own results. We must actually put things away. We get chance after chance, and we must start putting these chances away. It's not down to Pochettino. The confidence thing will come. It really will. You just got to have to. You've got to take your chances. For the love of God, how much confidence a goal will give these players. Jackson, I know he scored the other day, but Christ Almighty, he will get something when he comes back. I'm sure of it. He'll have that confidence. It's a shame that he's going to be out for this game, but he'll be back for the Burnley game. Hopefully, he scores in that one, and then again, it's an international work. Even when we win, there's like these hurdles, aren't there? There's these hurdles everywhere. But it really is time that we start. We need to wake the fuck up. We really do. I'm getting sick of it. And it's not out of a place of boredom. I'm sick of seeing these players with so much potential, so much. They're creating so many chances, and it's the final third every single cocking time that they fuck it up. And they've got it in them. They really do have it in them to create. And then they need to start delivering, I should say. I hope more than think that the players are up for the game. I hope that they acknowledge the struggle that we're in for after the international break. If they don't begin to work together and get a grip, the chemistry has to start flowing. I know it's hard. I can imagine it's hard with all these players from all over the place have suddenly just been smashed together, and it's like, well, there you go. You got work, just work. A lot of injuries, lot of new players, a lot of young players, a lot of inexperience, and we get it. As Chelsea fans, we get it. As football fans, we get it. But you're getting paid enough now. At this point, you need to start getting a grip, start putting some shifts in, and something needs to give. It really does. And that doesn't come from a lack of empathy. You've had enough empathy from everyone. We're sick of it. Just start delivering now. That's all. Above all else, we've failed to score in our last 3 league matches, so surely it's time. Chelsea have scored in the last 6 matches at Craven Cottage since 2011. It's time we rectified last season's results against them and came out with a win and another clean sheet. 2-0 Chelsea is my prediction. Will they come back to slap me in the face and say, you really thought, you genuinely thought we were going to be back for another back-to-back wins? Who knows? It remains to be seen. I'll be back after the game to let you know how that went. But with that said, let me know your predictions in the comments down below. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on any future content. This one went a little bit longer than usual, didn't it? 13 minutes. Can you believe it? My name is Harry. Up the Chelsea, and peace.